Hello everybody, and welcome to day 36 of the road to 2K on chess.com. On the last day, we got absolutely smoked in a Caro-Kann gone wrong, but we're going to go ahead, jump back in, and see what we can do. So it looks like today's game, we are going to be playing, if it wants to find someone, a 1900 from Indonesia, and they start with d4. We're going to play d5, and they play e3. Now, e3, my initial instinct is that they're probably going to play a Catalan-style setup. So we're going to play in the style of the Chigorin with knight to c6. Let's play bishop to g4. And they can jump in. We're going to bring our knight out. So if they push us away, maybe we play bishop to f5, leaving the knight on the board. They stop us coming into the position, so let's play e6. This does make this square more enticing, for sure. And after b4, takes. This defends the square, so I don't want to do that. I might just play bishop to d6, further supporting the square, and our opponent strikes back immediately with c4. It makes the most sense to me to take off center. This also does weaken the e4 square pretty significantly. But after this, I don't know if we actually love that position for us. So I'm going to take off center. I assume they're going to take back with the bishop. And I think we are just going to castle here. So the bishop comes to b2, obviously attacking the long diagonal. So we have to be careful. So if this moves, a lot of this is going to become pretty weak. But maybe we have a6 to prevent b5. Do we ever have a5? And then knight comes in, knight comes back. So maybe a6, b5 is the more efficient way to play this. Our opponent castles. And if this wasn't here, I would think that we had ideas like sacrificing and going for it. But I want to get this light square bishop off of this diagonal and stop up these pawns a little bit. And let's start with our... This knight has no prospects, so let's play knight to e7 and try and get over to this side of the board. Knight b to d2. I don't think that precludes our plan, so we'll play knight to g6. And we might have moves like c6, bishop back, and queen here. This knight coming in looks like maybe an option. The knight comes into the position. It's attacking here, it's attacking here. But I don't see how it actually does anything, so let's play h6. I assume our opponent's going to play back. And I think c6 and creating a battery towards the king side is probably going to be our best option. Because I don't know where these pieces want to jump yet. Now c6 does make this pretty weak, but it's already weak where it's at. So c6, maybe rook c8. If the queen comes in, is there a better way for us to prepare that move? Or if we play knight here, that runs into this fork. Now this is well defended, so we need to make sure we maintain that. But I think, yeah, let's play c6. And if our opponent comes over to attack this weak pawn, we're just going to slide over. We kind of expected that. And our opponent isn't able to move there, actually. So, poor vision on us. It looks like the knight wants to come here. But that does give us this square. If we play bishop all the way back, knight in, queen here. Do we have anything yet? I'm not convinced. Bishop back, knight here, queen up. Then knight to h4. Now queen to d6. If knight here, we come back. And our other idea here is knight to h4. Our opponent can always play a prophylactic move like g6, but that does give up this pawn. Our opponent brings the knight back, kind of like we thought. So let's play queen to c7. And our opponent goes there. I don't see the idea, so we're going to go ahead with our plan of knight to h4. And even if they take this pawn forking us, we take this knight with check, and then we come in. So we have managed to get quite a good attack going here. And the opponent just steps up. How do we want to do this? If we play knight here, knight into the position, you can take this, we'll come back, and all our pieces are still in the attack, it feels like. Do we have anything better yet? I don't think so. So let's play this back, and I think we just have to take the bishop. We did drop a pawn in the process. And our opponent opts to take there. If we take once and rook takes, our opponent's just in the position. If I play here, I think everything is temporarily defended. The knight may drop back. And our opponent is just a real bugger here, aren't they? I would appreciate if they would let us into the position a little bit. If we play this, Is anything too weak? I don't think so. So f6. It does technically hang, or sorry, the bishop isn't here anymore. Yeah, I'm having some continuity issues. I'm just not able to see the entire line, which is really quite frustrating. So our opponent brings the knight back. What do we want to do? I don't think we want to trade, because we are down 2 pawns. And it doesn't do us any good to trade. If we go knight back, where's our knight actually coming back into the position, though? I think is the other question. If knight takes, bishop here, knight back. Bishop can attack the pawn, we come back. I mean, this knight seems to be in a better spot than our pieces. Let's play knight to g5, and it has some retreating squares. We might have some sacrificial ideas. If I come up, bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes, king comes here. If we bring our pawn up, or queen up, does that make our prospects any better? Maybe, maybe not. But I think we're going to do so. We'll play queen to d5. If they want to trade one pair of rooks, we'll oblige and trade a pair of rooks, because we don't really have a choice. And my idea here, I don't think it works, is knight takes here, bishop takes, but I think our opponent just blocks with bishop f3. But after bishop f3, I think we do have queen over. And our opponent instead decides to be as annoying as possible. I can respect that. Let's bring our bishop over to e4. Yeah, I don't really know what we're doing here, but it is not a feel-good position for us, and we only have a minute left on the clock. So our opponent comes up. I mean, the instinctual move is that we have to move back, right? So maybe bishop g6, and then f6, f5 traps the bishop. The opponent pushes. Oh, I hung my queen. Queen takes queen. We're just going to resign. Yeah. 2 rough days in a row. But let's go ahead. Let's look at the game review and see how we played. So our opponent played with an 84.9. We played with a 76.8. After d4, d5, e3, we already played a wrong move with knight to c6, even though I think it's... I mean, even in like a queen's gambit structure, does it still consider this to be a blunder? No. But it gives the same evaluation. So bishop g4, knight and bishop f3, e6, bishop d6, d captures, rook castles. And it looks like, really, for most of the position, we didn't have the wrong idea. It does say it wants us to immediately play for this knight to e4, which I think in a lot of like Jobava-esque positions is the critical move. But we play knight g6. Our opponent comes in. h6 kicks it back away. And c6 was wrong. It still wants this knight to e4 move, which if we don't see it the first time, we're probably not going to see it the second. Rook c1, rook c8, knight b3, bishop b8, knight a5, and queen d6. And what we missed here, I think, is we missed that after our opponent, or after we go for this, our opponent can block, which I just didn't see for some reason. And we played knight e4, which then they capture the pawn, they capture our bishop, and they win a second pawn. So right there, we're immediately worse. Trading off the knight was a good move. We took enough time to find it. And down 2 pawns, it's saying to trade off the pieces, which I don't think I ever do because it doesn't seem natural to me. Queen b3 is a horrible move. I have no explanation for that one. And after our opponent takes, we just simply resign. You know, we're going to try and take these. We're going to try and learn from it the best we can. I mean, our opponent played a perfect opening and crushed us pretty handily in the middle game. I mean, we just never had an advantage, as you can see by the little bar here. But if you have feedback or you're liking what you're seeing, you know, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, let me know what you see, and let me know where I can improve. But I will see you guys on the next day.